And Tiffany are with us. Hey guys, how are you?
Doing well. How are you, Dave?
Better than I deserve. Where are you from?
We are from the Lexington, Kentucky area. We live in Harrodsburg.
Ah, well, welcome to Nashville. Thanks for coming down to join us. What, hour and a half or so to get down here?
No, sir. It's about 3 hours.
Is it? Oh, I missed that. Wow. Boom. Act like I don't know what I'm doing. That's good. So, here to do a debt-free scream. How much have you paid off?
We have paid off $144,000.
I love it. And how long did that take?
It took us 44 months.
And making what kind of money during that time?
About $150,000.
Good for you. What do you guys do for a living?
I'm an assistant principal at a Mercer County Senior High School, Go Titans, and my wife Tiffany works in HR at Kentucky School for the Deaf.
Oh, very cool. Good. So $144,000. Lots of student loans or what?
Tiffany had a student loan from way back, but it was only about $15,000. But unfortunately, we had 16 credit cards that we had to pay off. Two vehicles, so we were in a mess.
Wow.
Absolutely.
So 16 credit cards.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you just like every store you went to.
Well, we had convinced ourselves that we had enough money that anything we wanted, if we could make the payment, we could buy it.
Yeah.
So we just kept building lots of debt.
Oh, my gosh. And how much of this debt was car debt?
Probably $50,000.
Okay. Wow. So you had like $60,000, $70,000 in credit card debt.
It was a mess.
Wow. What happened 44 months ago that caused you to change your wicked ways?
I'll be honest. I was definitely hiding things and not really communicating well with what I was doing with the money because I was paying the bills. And I was real frustrated one day at work and was talking to a colleague of mine, and they mentioned Financial Peace University. Tiffany had been on a trip, and when she came back, she had told me she had been listening to the show. So that's where we came to the agreement that we needed to do something different to improve our lifestyle for our kids.
Two different conversations. We showed up in both of them, and you got, okay, we got to do something different. So Tiffany, he comes in and goes, I got to tell you, I made a mess. What'd you say?
I had no idea. I knew that we made a lot of money and we were spending a lot, but I had no idea.
Why is he still alive?
Because I bought whatever I wanted to buy.
Okay, you were complicit. Okay,
yes.
all right.
Definitely.
So you had a good life even though you just stuck your head in the sand. Yes. Okay, I got you. All right, that's good. He wasn't really lying. He was just trying to carry the load by himself and wasn't telling you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's sort of like lying, but yeah. Okay. Wow.
And
But I mean, when you looked at it, Tiffany, how did you feel when you first really looked at the total numbers?
I was overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I was overwhelmed, absolutely overwhelmed. Had no idea at all. At all.
That was a long night, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
Well, it was the second. It was the second class we went to for Financial Peace, and we had to write everything down. And I was so embarrassed that we had 22 debts, and I didn't know where to even start. It was so overwhelming, but we got in it together and just wanted to make things so much better. And we have 3 little girls, and we want to be a better example for them.
Yeah.
So we just fought until.
So you just listed them smallest to largest?
Yes, sir.
And knocked out the little one?
Yes, sir.
What was the very first one you paid off?
It was a J.C. Penney card. It was the first one.
Yeah. And how much was it, you remember?
$26.24.
I love it. So now we're down to 15 cards. Okay.
Yes, sir.
There you go. So it's just, it sounds kind of silly, but you're like, okay, maybe we can do this.
Yes, sir.
There's a little bit of glimmer of hope right after the overwhelming moment then.
Absolutely.
You go, okay, we're just going to begin to eat this elephant a bite at a time.
Yes.
And 44 months, almost 4 years later, you've got this thing beat down to nothing and no debt at all. How long have you two been married?
12 years.
Have you ever been debt-free during the 12 years until now?
Until now.
Not now. The car drive's different, too, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm going to keep driving it till it falls apart.
Yeah. Oh, man. This is quite an emotional experience for you all.
Yes. I'm still emotional.
That's okay. You have a right to be. You ought to be proud of yourself. That's a good reason to be emotional. So what do you tell people that the keys to getting out of debt are? Because this is a very impressive walk you've walked.
You honestly, until you get to the point that you are truly sick and tired of being sick and tired, it's almost impossible. We've watched other people that have tried it, that didn't have much success, I don't think they really bought into it. But until you just decide that you want a better life for you and for your family, and you want to be a better example to other people, it's tough. And that's all that we did.
You just got mad. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Tiffany, when you're looking at that and you wrote it all down that first night and it's all completely overwhelming, what point later on did it stop being overwhelming and you're thinking, I think we can do this? How far into the process were you?
I would say just maybe the second or third month.
Okay.
When we started doing the envelope system and start trying to compete to see who was going to have money left so we can figure out where to put that on an extra bill. I mean, we start really competing about, okay, you know, I was doing the grocery shopping and I was trying to make sure that I buy everything I needed, but I wanted to have some money left over so I can put it on a different bill. And so that's when we just that's when I really start saying, we can do this, we're going to do this. And he was bought in from the very beginning. I mean, within the third or fourth class, he loved it so much, he decided that he wanted to teach a class. And I was like, we haven't learned what we needed to learn yet, but he's ready to teach a class. And we did, and it's just start moving.
Yeah, you don't have to be perfect to teach a class. That's a good thing because we wouldn't have any classes because we don't have any perfect people. But actually what ends up happening is people walking with you as you're the coordinator, it not only inspires you, makes you accountable, but it also inspires them that you're doing it. So I'm sure you found that as you coordinated the class.
Yes.
Yeah, very cool.
Dave,
Very
can I
cool.
just tell you one more thing?
Sure.
Before we started, and we had so much that I was wanting to figure out how I could get rid of it the easy way. And Tiffany, she told me, she said, you know, we created this debt, and it's our responsibility to take care of it. And so I was so thankful that she convinced me of that as we got started with this program.
So you looked at bankruptcy.
I did.
Yeah, you had to emotionally consider it because it's overwhelming.
It
Yeah.
is.
But then she says, no, we got backbone. We can do this. We got $150,000 income. We made this mess. We can clean it up. And, you know, the beauty of that is once you've done this, you can do anything.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is you've looked right straight in the face of the tiger and he blinked. I mean, you got it. This is very, very cool. Well, congratulations. What's the one debt that when you paid it off, you went, I hate you people. I'm glad you're gone?
Probably her student loan because that student loan started before we ever even met.
It'd been forever.
Yeah.
It had been, and so we were definitely ready to stomp that one.
Yeah, get Sally Mae out of the house. I was tired of her having her own bedroom all these years. Yeah, that's very cool. Very cool. You guys are amazing. This is a great story.
Thanks.
I mean, you fought and clawed your way through this, and you won. And it's victory. Congratulations.
Thank you so
Honored to
much.
meet you. Very cool. Terry and Tiffany, Lexington, Kentucky, $144,000 in debt. They paid it all off in 44 months, making $150 a year. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2,
1.
We're debt-free! I love it, I love it, I love it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very cool.